On September the 29th, 2008, the Sarah Jane Adventures returned for the second series. Hello, it's Music and Stuff with me, Rob Lewis, and it's Who's Day Tuesday. So, this week I'm reviewing the Sarah Jane Adventures Series 2. And I'm still working through these. Series 2, as I said before, Sarah Jane Adventures, great series, very well produced, starring, of course, Tommy Knight, Elizabeth Sladen. I can't remember anyone else that's in it. But, yeah, Elizabeth Sladen as Sarah Jane Smith. Doctor Who spin-off, obviously this is more aimed at a much younger audience than myself. So I've got to try and get in the mindset and bear that in mind as I'm reviewing these. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you're enjoying it. If you are, maybe you could just help out a small channel by pressing the like button, sharing it to your friends, hit the subscribe button and the alarm notification bell so you can keep up to date with my new videos, and just generally just watching them. It all helps. I'm just a small creator just trying to find my way in this YouTube metropolis. If you really want to help out as well, there's a link to my Patreon in the description and in my About section. So again, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So you kicked off with Revenge of the Slitheen. I think I've made it pretty clear I'm not a huge fan of the Slitheen. I think they could have been great. I don't particularly like how they look. I don't like how they act. I don't like how they sound. I don't like the whole undoing the zip and the light coming out. I think if they'd used it just in Series 1 of Doctor Who, it was alright. But then I don't like the fart stuff. So I'm not a massive fan of any stories with the Slitheen in, to be fair. Boomtown was good. But yeah, so Revenge of the Slitheen, I'm going to be very, very kind, and I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10. I can't remember anything about the plot, if I'm honest. Isn't that the one where Luke's biological parents appear and they want to have him back? I can't remember. I think it is, but I really can't remember. It was a while ago I watched these, and I was on my exercise bike as I was watching these, so a little bit distracted as well, but it's not aimed at me, that's not what it's for. And then we had the last Sontaran two-parter. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the Sontarans in classic or new Who. So again, I just think they're a bit silly, and I think they're sillier in New Who. Chris Chibnall's Sontarans I thought were a bit better because they were more of a return to the classic. I didn't like what the Russell T Davies era had done with the Sontarans, and Stephen Moffat continued that with Strax. But yeah, all in all, I think the Sontarans, they're not particularly threatening, they're more comic than anything. 6 out of 10. The third story, The Day of the Clown. Now, this had Bradley Walsh as the clown before he became Graham in Doctor Who. I'm not gonna lie, I got bored. I thought he played it well, but I got bored. I can't remember much about it. This is an awful video, I must admit, awful. So I'm going to give it 6 on the 10. 6 on the 10? 6 out of 10 again. Secrets of the Stars. This had a comedy legend, Russ Abbott, who kind of got something happened to him when he looked out the window one night and reckons he's got these psychic powers and all these kind of things. He was a little bit better. It was well made. 7 out of 10. don't base whether you're going to watch this on my opinion, whatever you do. 4, Mark of the Berserker. Yeah, I can't remember a huge amount about it, but I remember liking it. Does that make sense? Oh, it was the one with Clyde's dad. Yeah, that was alright actually. And his veins were going blue and stuff. Yeah, no, that was a good one. Yeah, that was good. Seeing Clyde reunited with his dad and his mum's like, what the fuck? I shouldn't have said that on this. Yeah, Mark, okay, I'm going to give that a 7. 7 out of 10. Then we get to The Temptation of Sarah Jane Smith. This is the one where she goes back in time and sees, it's a 1951, sees her parents when she was just a baby, and it's kind of a little bit like Father's Day, I guess. But I'm not going to say too much about it, but I will say it was a fantastic story, possibly the best Sarah Jane Adventure story of the lot. I will say that, and I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. I mean, I say 10 out of 10, it's 10 out of 10 on Sarah Jane Adventures scale. It's not 10 out of 10 compared to, for instance, Midnight from Doctor Who, but in Sarah Jane scale, then it's 10 out of 10. So, grand score, after totaling up doing maths, 7 out of 10 for series 2. So yeah, it's well made, but it's not made for me, and I appreciate that. Motorbike. So yeah, it's good though. It's alright. Maybe if I'd watched it with a bit more concentration, I'd have got more out of it. But that's my fault. That's why I was a bit kind, I think. So next week, what are we talking about in Tuesday, Tuesday next week? I think it might be Doctor Who Series 4, actually. Or I might be doing something else. I don't know, something random. Who knows? There might be some more Doctor Who news between now and then. This was filmed in advance because I'm on holiday, so there may have even been some more Doctor Who news before today, which I haven't been able to address. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you later, Bill and Ted. What it is I need is like a 20-second clip that I can put at the end of each video. You know how other YouTubers do it, whether I have at the end of a video like 4 things on the screen, it's, you know, like and subscribe, that kind of stuff. I just need something like that, but I don't know what to put.